So what it's like being black in Turkey in 2020. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? So today I am doing another sit down video with you guys because I have missed a sit down video with you guys. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, comment on this video, and share your thoughts with me. So I love sharing my experiences with you guys, just so you guys know, for when you are thinking of doing anything or going to Turkey and things like that. So if this is your first time coming to my channel, I am from Nigeria and my husband is from Turkey, and that's why I do a lot of those Turkish videos. And we go to Turkey once a year and we try to stay at least a month or 2 months in Turkey. So that has given me a little experience in Turkey. And also the past, I think since 2020, we haven't gone to Turkey because of COVID and restriction, but we ended up going to Turkey this year, 2022, and we were there for 7 weeks, which is almost 2 months. So I wanted to give you guys an update on Turkey. So the title of this video, as you can tell, it's what it's like being black in Turkey in 2022. I did one back in, I believe, 2015. So I'm updating that video. That video got a lot of likes and a lot of hate, but we're gonna update that video right now. So what it's like being black in Turkey in 2022. My experience. Now, this is not for everybody. This is my experience. So going to Turkey back in 2015 or whenever I started going to Turkey, it was different because Turkey was kind of like mostly Turkish people, and there weren't a lot of black people then. Like, it was very it was very rare to see black people in Turkey. So when they saw you, it was kind of like, oh, a black person, like, who is she or who is he? Like, where did this person come from? And people were kind of like amazed because the black people that they saw in Turkey were mostly the ones that sold watches and handbags. So that was like the black stereotype that they had then. And as opposed to 2022, there's so many more black people in Turkey that when they see you, it's just kind of like, another black person in Turkey. And then there's a lot of black restaurants, like African restaurants. They have Nigerian restaurant. I think they have other kind of restaurant. I forgot the names of the other country that they have restaurant that I've seen in Turkey. And also there's a lot of other people in Turkey, not just Turkish. There's a lot of Arabs in Turkey now. So now as a black person, when you go to Turkey, and they have a lot of black students here who are from like African countries that are in Turkey studying for something, you know, and some of them are staying and some of them are going back. So it's not as bad as it was before. Not that it was bad before, but before it was kind of like when they saw you, it was kind of like, who are you? Where did you come from? Let's touch your hair. Let's look at you because we admire you. We love your skin. Let's touch. Like before, when I went to Turkey, people were like, oh, your skin is so soft. It's so smooth. Whereas now people are just like, another black person. Like, I mean, there are some people who still look at you. I mean, look at me in admiration. Like, wow, she's beautiful. I know, I'm all in my head. But all jokes aside, they love, I think Turkish people are pretty much open to anybody. But there are some Turkish people that are just not a fan of black people. So I will give you guys one incident. And this is the only incident that I have in Turkey that kind of like threw me back. Like, listen, everybody loves me. Like, what is wrong with you? You know? So I went to a place to get my nails done, to get my toenails done. And it was like a hair salon. And I didn't want to go there. Someone took me there. And the minute we walk in, so the place was packed with like people. She was busy doing hair and some people were sitting. And the minute we walk in, the person who took me told her that, oh, I was the one who was trying to get manicure and pedicure. So she turned around, the Turkish lady, she turned around and she looked. And of course, a lot of people don't think I speak Turkish because I'm black. I don't know why they won't think that, because there's a lot of black people in Turkey who speak Turkish. But besides the point, she turned around and she goes, we don't do zenci nails. And of course, I gotta keep my composure. You know, I don't want to go there and act like the, you know, American girl. Like, excuse me, what did you say about me? Like, what did you call me? You called me Zenji. I know Zenji is a term that they use to describe a black person, which that doesn't really mean something bad, but still, the way she said it was kind of like, ouch. Like, oh, we don't do black people like. And the person who took me was like, why? And she was like, choke sore. And I'm like, how is this so hard to put nail polish on a black person's foot? You know, like, I didn't understand that. Like, to me, I was just kind of like, it's either you just don't like me or you just don't want to do it, you know? But, and then it was kind of like, you know, and that was one incident. And then there was another incident. So like I said, I've mentioned this so many times in Turkey. When you go to Turkey, like, people love black people. And sometimes they see us like poor people. So when they see a black person, when I talk, then they know that I'm from America and they're like nicer to you. But most of the times they see a black person, because for Turkish people, the only blacks that they've seen are the blacks on TV. And the blacks on TV are not a good representation of blacks. They show like the poor blacks, the kids that are sick with a big stomach, with the fly all over their body, and like all those kinds for charity. So that's what most Turkish people have seen as a representation of blacks. So I went to, I think one of the supermarket called BIM to get something. And while me and Aiden were there, I went by myself with Aiden. Actually, no, I went with someone, but the person walked away. So I was literally with my kids, just waiting in line to pay. And this lady was paying for something and she didn't have enough money. And being the good person that I am, I was like, all right, I'm going to pay for your daughter's thing that she opened that you didn't have money for. So I gave her money, the money that she needed to pay for her daughter's thing. And she looked at me and she goes, no, I don't need it. And I was like, it's okay. You can pay for the stuff. And she's like, I don't need it. I was like, okay, so give it to your daughter. She can keep it. She goes, no, my daughter doesn't need it. And I was just like, really? And so I was like, it's okay, don't worry. Just, you know, buy a toy for your daughter. Because Turkish people are like that. They insist that you have whatever they're giving to you. So I was insisting that she keeps the money for her daughter. And so I left it on the bell, the conveyor belt, left it on the bell, and I turned around to pay my stuff. And I think she told the store people like her information so she can come back and pay them, kind of like a credit. And I turned around to pay for my stuff. She took the money and she put it on Logan and she walked away, kind of like, I don't need your money, I got it. And I was just like how rude. And there was another incident. I took my kids to like an open playground, and we, of course, most of the time in Turkey, I don't have makeup. Like, I'm not, you know, fully dressed. Sometimes I come out in my pajamas, not in pajamas, but like normal clothes to like walk around with my kids. So we went out for a walk and my mother-in-law was sitting down and the kids started running around just playing. And this guy, he was moved by the Holy Spirit, because when we left the house, I told my mother-in-law that I didn't bring money with me, excuse me, just in case the kids wanted to buy something, that I didn't have enough money. And she's like, no, don't worry, I have money. And so we went out. While they were playing, this guy was like, felt led by the Holy Spirit or something. He comes up to my sons and he gave them 50 tele each. So both of them got 100 tele, lira, Turkish lira. And I was like, do we look poor? Like, is it that bad? Like, you know, I don't think it was a bad thing. I think it was a good thing. But for Turkey, no one gives out money like that, because money, like everything in Turkey is becoming really expensive. For us that are coming from America, it might not seem that bad. But for Turkish people, 100 TL is a lot of money. For someone to like give it to two kids, 50-50 each, I was just like, you know, I say thank you, and my mother-in-law is like, no, they don't need it. And he's like, no, I insist, they take it. And I'm just like, they want us to go back to Africa. You know, but other than that, they're so used to black people that they don't look down on you. Or, I mean, at least in my opinion, I don't get a lot of the bad the bad things that most people who live in Turkey that probably go to school that they get. I don't get that, only for this few incident. And mind you, we were in Turkey for almost 2 months, and mostly I get positive feedback. Like, people see us, especially with Logan, you guys, was the star of our vacation. Everyone loved Logan. They called him Oyuncak Bebek. For those of you who don't speak Turkish, Oyuncak Bebek means a doll. They think he's a doll, like he's a little doll that you can play with. There are kids that come up to him that think he's a doll. They want to carry him and run away with him. He got so much attention. Aiden was not a fan of Logan in Turkey. Like, he didn't like him because everyone gave Logan too much attention. And because of Logan's hair also, Logan has like the full afro. So people came up to him, they touched him, he ate Logan. Logan was like in baby heaven, you know, that's how it was for him. And but other than that, we didn't get a lot of racist, no one was like so racist in your face. You know, as opposed to coming back to America, someone made a very racist remark and I was just like, really? But that was our experience in Turkey as a Black person. And if you are going to Turkey as a foreigner, you just always have to be careful. They would charge you a lot more than they would charge the Turkish people. So keep that in mind. Don't get offended. It's just how the country works. There's so many beautiful things to do in Turkey. For us Black people, especially for me, sometimes I know when I go out, people like, they still stare at you. People want to carry my kids. They want, like, Logan took so many pictures with strangers. I cannot even count. I can't even keep track. Some of them want to hug him and I'm just like, no. And some of them get offended when I say no. And I'm like, there was a lady, she's like, why? Like, why, Nathan? When she was like, can I hold it? I was like, hi. And she goes, Nathan? Like, kind of like, why? Like, you think you're the best? And I'm just like, no, COVID. And she's like, Kim say hasta. And like, nobody's sick. And I was like, yeah, but there's COVID going around. So you got to keep that in mind. You know, some people might come out aggressive. They probably don't mean it. And some of them do. So that's what it feels like being Black in Turkey. It was hard because with kids, everybody is like touching your kid, you know, with their hands. You don't know where their hands been. But I know it's all out of love. And I really do appreciate that. We really love the attention. Logan loved the attention that he got. And so, yeah, that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe.